are you?
Good.
You know, I'm reading a comic book right now, digitally, called Conan. Have you ever heard of Conan?
No.
Oh, Conan's a barbarian. He swings a sword. He's from the olden days, if you will. It's really cool. Actually, Marvel had a series of Conan. You know what? Speaking of Conan and running around with a sword, have you ever played a game where you ran around with a sword hacking and slashing stuff?
I don't think so.
Well, why don't we check one out? Let me tell you about a game called Rastan.
Rastan. It was a game released outside of Japan. It's a fantasy-themed side-scrolling action game that was originally released in the arcades in 1987. It was released by Taito and later ported to various platforms. We'll talk about those platforms in just a minute. The player controls a barbarian warrior. Yeah, like Conan. No, not that Conan. Yeah, there we are. That's the Conan we're talking about here. Not Conan. Let's be honest here. This is a Conan ripoff, okay? We'll just be truthful about that. He's embarked on a quest to slay a dragon, and while on his way to the dragon's lair, Rastan must fight hordes of enemy monsters based on mythical creatures. Now, the controls of this game are pretty simple. You have an 8-way joystick and 2 buttons, one for attacking and one for jumping. But by using the joystick in combination with either buttons, you can determine the height of Rastan's jumps or the direction that he hacks and slashes things to attack. This game has 6 rounds, or 6 levels if you will, but each one has 3 components to it. There's an outdoor scene at first, then there's a castle scene, and then there's a throne room at the end where you must confront that stage's boss. Overall, I will say this isn't the hardest arcade game, but it wasn't exactly easy either. Some of the bosses and things were quite challenging. You also have pickups that you can get while playing the game too. By just touching them, you can get new weapons. You can even get healed up some. This game did get ported to various 8-bit home computers, particularly in Europe. It's seen port for Commodore 64, ZX Spectrum, and the Amstrad PC. Later on in 1988, Taito developed its own unique versions for the MSX2 in Japan, as well as the Master System in North America and Europe. And this version here that you're seeing is none other than the Sega Master System version. Both ports did feature redesigned level layouts, with the Master System version replacing some of the boss characters as well. Now, while I do enjoy the Sega Master System version, as you see here, it does have a little bit of a graphical downgrade compared to what the arcade has, as well as the audio area. Particularly, one of the things I really liked about it was the music. It just had this kind of groove to it that threw me back to the barbarian times. It just really sung Conan to me. Whereas this version, well, the music just doesn't quite cut it, but overall it's still a fun play, so if you can find it cheap, sure, why not? But if you want a better version, in my opinion, the Taito Legends for PlayStation 2 provides a much better version of it. Now granted, I will say that it's the Japan and Europe version of the game, so it will be different than this, so it gives you reasons maybe to have both if you really enjoy it. Also, the Legends version has Space Invaders Part 2, Phoenix Colony 7, The Electric Yo-Yo, Jungle Hunt, Zookeeper, Elevator Action, Great Swordsman, Return of the Invaders, Bubble Bobble, Gladiator, Tokyo, Exessus, which I probably mispronounced, Plump Pop, Operation Wolf, which is also a really fun game in my opinion, Rainbow Islands, Super Kicks, Operation Thunderbolt, The New Zealand Story, Battle Shark, Continental Circus, Piloting, Volfide, The Ninja Kid, Space Gun, Thunder Fox, and 2-Bit. So you get a lot of other games, though maybe you're not interested in all those, and that's quite possible too. But once again, that's probably the best way to get the game. Unfortunately, sometimes that can go for a bit of money, so you have to do some looking. There was also a very short time where you could have gotten this downloaded from Steam, but it's no longer available on Steam, probably due to licensing or whatever it may be. So in my opinion, the best version probably is the Taito Legends version for PlayStation 2 at this time. Once again, you see here, I'm playing the Master System version, which I still enjoy, but I strongly suggest the other one. Alright. Well, I think this is a fun game. I think you should give it a try. Let me know what you think in the comments, by the way. Did you enjoy this video? Do you think this is a game you might be interested in trying? And yes, we know, this is a Conan knockoff. Well, Frugal Force, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please be sure to hit like, subscribe, hit that notifications bell, leave a comment. It really does help with the metrics so it gets shown more and more people get to see it and share it. I would love to know your retro thoughts on this game. Have you played it, or, or is it something you'd like to play? I'm really interested in knowing that. Also, if you enjoyed this channel, if you want to help out, go down to the info bar down below. For as little as $1 a month, you can help this channel by joining our Patreon, where you get special Patreon things, like you get included in drawings for just a random Frugal Force prize, or you get exclusive Frugal Force videos, and sometimes I ask you to vote on what kind of videos you may want to see from me next. And if you want to help in other ways, as well as get some things like your own Captain Frugal merch, like clocks, hats, t-shirts, coffee mugs, things of that nature, just go to captainfrugal.redbubble.com. Once again, that's captainfrugal.redbubble.com. And once again, thank you to all our subscribers, and thank you for the new subscribers and the ones that have stuck it out with us so far. And until next time, keep it frugal.